Why does every loss for the city have to be so depressing? Ah. What is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Garcelle. Welcome back to another video. The Blue Jays lose 2-1 to the Boston Red Sox. Oh, it was not fun. It was not fun. It was a roller coaster ride yesterday. And let's just say the Red Sox even the series, and the Blue Jays could have easily swept the Boston Red Sox's series, but they get walked off in the first and last game of the series. So let's start this. Bottom of the third. You know, we got some really good pitching from Alex Manoah, but then Kiko Hernandez gets on to second. Verdugo will double to left. Hernandez will score, and the Red Sox have a 1-0 lead in a crucial tight game that we'll play on later. And this game waits for a long time for the next run. In fact, the Blue Jays only have 3 hits going into the top of the 9th. Marcus Semien gets up to the plate, strikes out. Bo Bichette gets up to the plate, strikes out. So now you got Vladdy Guerrero Jr. up to the plate, sorry. Everyone's excited for this man to swing the bat. And what does Vladdy do? Vladdy Guerrero Jr. up in the batter's box, tees up, bang, gone over the Green Monster, and it's 1-1 for the Blue Jays. Huge shot by the home run leader, 22 on the season, and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Placata sends that over the Green Monster. It's 1-1. All the Blue Jays fans are hyped. And then you know who ruins it? Devers. Verdugo, Martinez on first and second. Devers hits one off the Green Monster and into scores Verdugo. The winning run. The Boston Red Sox walk off the Toronto Blue Jays 2-1. So the losing pitchers, we got Rafael Dolis as the losing man on this game. He was 1-3 now on the season after only pitching that 9th inning. And Matt Barnes actually gets the win because he was there for the ties. So he'll get his 3rd win of the season, not save, but his 3rd win as he pitched an inning for the Red Sox and actually got 3 strikeouts. Yeah, not a bad night for the Blue Jays. Again, they got shut down. And you got to give a credit to the Boston Red Sox pitching Eovaldi, who did unbelievable in this game. And you know, I give a lot of credit to Alex Manoah as well. The Blue Jays pitching looked really good yesterday, and so did the Boston Red Sox pitching. The problem was the hitting. The hitting, it has its good and its bad days. You win 18-4 the first day. The next day, you lose 2-1 in a tight pitching contest. And that's when your hitting has to shine. And look at Vladdy Guerrero Jr. When he had to shine, he shined. The rest of the team needs to follow, and this is why I believe that George Springer coming back into the lineup is going to be game-breaking. Huge. Season-breaking, actually, for the Toronto Blue Jays. And I'll tell you exactly why. When the Toronto Blue Jays in 2015 had to go acquire a starting pitcher, an ace, one man was on the market. His name is David Price. David Price from the Detroit Tigers was on the market for trade, and the Blue Jays traded to acquire David Price at the trade deadline. Now, the Blue Jays were a wildcard team at the time, and they weren't really in a playoff spot. They weren't really out of a playoff spot. They were an up-and-coming team. They had Josh Johnson. They had Jose Bautista. They had Edwin Encarnacion. They had their 3, and they knew they were dangerous with it. But they needed to acquire some veteranship on their lineup just to age them a little bit and give them that chance to make it. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we may not be trading for a player, but surely we're getting back a healthy George Springer in a week's time. And when we get George Springer, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, this team is going to squeak in to a playoff spot, or they're going to win the division. I just have a good feeling about this Blue Jays team. They have a really good core in the young guys. And then you have a couple of guys around the hitting lineup like Teoscar and Gurriel Jr., Marcus Semien, and Randall. And, you know, they got a really good roster for hitting. You just got to put pen to paper and get to business, you know. And especially for the pitching, I know the pitching is done bad. For my analysis of the Blue Jays pitching, it's not terrible. You got Henyon Ryu as your ace. Then you got Robbie Ray as your second guy. Robbie Ray has proved that he can be the second man this entire season. I think after that, you either have Steve Matz or Alex Manoah. In my personal opinion, the third guy is Alex Manoah. The fourth guy is Steven Matz. And then whoever else you have on the Blue Jays roster. You know, Tyler Chatwood's in there, but I don't really necessarily think he's that great. Ross Stripling's a good pitcher. Again, he struggled this season, so I wouldn't consider him a 3 or 4 guy, so I'd stick him in the 5 spot. The Blue Jays have an opportunity here to make a move at the deadline to acquire another 2-3 guy. 2-3 guy or 3-4 guy. But that would be very helpful for the Blue Jays pitching, especially since they want to put Nate Pearson in the bullpen. So you got a lot of options with this Blue Jays team. They just got to use their head a little bit. They're over 60 games now. Let's just start winning baseball series. And speaking of which, we got the next series for the Toronto Blue Jays between the New York Yankees. That game is set to start at 7:07 p.m. on Sportsnet 1. So make sure you catch the first game of this 3-game series. It's going to be an amazing one for the Toronto Blue Jays. They got to beat the Yankees, and they've beaten the Yankees pretty much all this season. So they have a good chance to beat them. Trust me, the Blue Jays are going to find a playoff spot. It just is going to come with time. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have to say for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more of these videos. And please make sure to turn on your post notifications to get notified when these videos do come out. One more thing, please make sure to share this video with your friends and family, as it helps me out a lot, guys, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.